How can I then return in happy plight, that am debarred the benefit of rest, when day's oppression is not eased by night, but day by night and night by day oppressed? And each, though enemies to either's reign, do in consent shake hands to torture me, the one in toil, the other to complain how far I toil, still farther off from thee. I tell the day to please him, thou art bright, and dost him grace when clouds do blot the heaven. So flatter I the swart-complexioned night, when twinkling stars twire not. Thou gilt'st the even. But day doth daily draw my sorrows longer, and night doth nightly make grief's length seem stronger. That was Sonnet 28. Wow, this one was very easy to memorize in the scheme of things. I don't know if it was the day-night duality that helped that, but it just all clicked very easily. I love it. I love depicting day and night as like, well, it starts off as like, it paints the picture of day and night in this constant battle. And that is kind of, it's kind of an interesting thing to think of, that like, as each second goes by during the day, the sun is getting higher in the sky, and that's day winning against night. And then once it passes noon, night starts winning again, and then it wins when the sun sets. And this kind of like everlasting battle. But in the scheme of Shakespeare's love life, they both put aside their differences and shit all over him. That's such, I love that line. They do in consent shake hands to torture thee. It's like, yeah, let's pick on this asshole. It's great. It just really clicked that it was a funny image. And then so turning it from like this constant struggle to like a tag team of like tap in, tap out, let's wail on Shakespeare. This poor sap who is living far away from this person he loves. It was really great. And then the imagery of Shakespeare like pleading with each, being like, hey, day, this fair youth is like, you'd like him, he's great, he is bright like you are. And night, it's like, nah, dude, this fair youth is like you, he's great, you'd like him. It's just that's where my head went. And it was maybe that helped, that it was this kind of almost cartoonish like back and forth with a personified day and a personified night. They were both just bullies and beating up Shakespeare and taking his lunch money. When I was looking up this sonnet, the last line, I was reading online that some people think the last line should go and night by nightly and night doth nightly make grief's strength instead of length. It would be make grief's strength seem stronger, to kind of that is consistent with like day by day, night by night, S word by S word, like kind of that repetition does work, but it didn't seem to be problematic for me to keep it as length, because it's kind of the way I made sense of it was that, I mean, Shakespeare complains a lot in this sonnet, and so he's talking about his sorrows being long, but also his griefs are long, and he's like all these synonyms for the same thing. He's like, but I've got grief and I've got sorrow. Like, you don't understand how hard my life is. And it just clicked in for that way. So but it is kind of interesting to wonder if anything got lost there. I feel like both could work. It was also interesting that it ended on stronger, but it ends on kind of a downward lilt. That's so at odds, I guess, with the word you're saying is stronger, but it doesn't go stronger, it goes stronger. And maybe you could make it work with stronger as like one word, but it seemed to scan as two. And it goes down at the end, which is at odds, but also kind of satisfyingly. It's satisfying. It's satisfying in how at odds it is with the content versus the scansion. Yeah, Sonnet 28 was great, great fun. Sonnet 29 next week. Happy Sunday.